Hey, what's up guys? This is Nico from Porch Talk. Before we start this episode 19, talking with my brother Rocco about the YouTube community, I just want to say, give this a follow, a like, a rating, a review on iTunes. It really goes a long way. It helps the podcast grow. It helps everything just go a lot smoother. And also, while you're at it, get on YouTube. Give my little brother a subscribe because he makes some quality ass content and I wouldn't recommend his channel enough. I mean, he's so funny, the skits he does, and his gameplay is actually phenomenal. So give him a subscribe, follow him on social media. All of it will be linked in the description below. And yeah, like I said, if you're listening to this on iTunes, give it a rating and review. If you do so, the next time we have our drawing or giveaway, you will automatically be entered to win. So keep that in mind. Again, love you all. Thank you for the support, and thank you for listening. Why don't you just look it up on YouTube, son?
Because I want my brain power to be sufficient.
You gotta learn the algorithm.
I know there's an algorithm, but I can figure it out.
Just like the YouTube. YouTube has an algorithm. Hi, I'm Nico here. God damn it.
That's a good intro.
That was so crusty.
It really was, but you know what? We're going with it. Hi, it's Nico. Porch Talk. What's up? Marcus isn't here. I'm sorry. He'll be here on the next one. But I'm here with my little brother, Rocco, and my best friend, Ryan. Say hi, guys.
Greetings.
Hello.
So today we're going to talk about the YouTube community, being an upcoming YouTuber, and we're just going to hear my little brother's story. So, Rocco, you're an asthmatic bitch. I can hear you on the mic.
I know. I hate it.
But the thing is, you weren't that bad when you played sports.
Yeah, I know, because I worked out. I don't work out anymore.
Why?
Because I'm lazy.
But that's not.
That's what you asked why, and that's why. I just haven't cared about health, and I've wanted to make money instead of work out and do that.
Yeah, but you can be more productive if you become healthier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know that, but
your YouTube game would get up. You'd actually follow your schedule.
I do follow my schedule.
I'm sorry, I thought this was a podcast about YouTube, not
That's what we're just
the
talking
gym.
about.
Why are you getting so goddamn close to the mic? You
Yeah,
probably
what the
were
fuck, dude?
just like, hey there.
Is this real or is this fake?
No, this is real. This is 100% real.
Oh.
If you die in the game, you die in real life.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
So, when did you even start your YouTube channel?
I think it was last year.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it was mid last year, wasn't it?
I think the first time I uploaded a video was April 2018 or something.
And what was your first
It
video?
was Fortnite, dog.
Fortnite. You were literally hopping on the fucking bandwagon.
Yeah, I got the clicks.
How many views is that? Is that still your most viewed video?
It's not my most viewed video, but it's top 5, I believe.
Oh my god.
Which is unfortunate because it's the worst video I've ever
I
put
know.
out.
You didn't even do anything productive.
No, you can hear my phone go off in the background, and our cats were still alive, so you could hear Oscar meow.
Rest in peace, Oscar.
Yeah,
and Zeke.
That homie's dead.
So what? Obviously, you don't play Fortnite. So what do you base your YouTube around? I know, but tell the audience.
I play Super Smash Brothers and basically Nintendo games and stuff.
So give us a background on why Super Smash Brothers out of all games.
Alright, so me and Nico have an older brother named Enzo, and basically on the Wii Smash game, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, he fucked me up. He absolutely destroyed me, and that game got me so heated. So I decided that no matter what the next Smash game was, I was gonna buy that console and become the best in the world at it, and just crush him every time we played.
So did you become the best in the world? Because the new game just came out, Smash Ultimate, 2 months ago?
It's been a month.
A month? Oh.
Yeah.
And the game that came out after Brawl was Super Smash Brothers 4.
Yeah.
So how did you do in that game as comparison to Brawl?
In Smash 4, I did really good. I destroyed Enzo, so I accomplished my plan. I did not become best in the world, though. I was, mediocre at best. And, yeah, I mean, I think I did good on, a local level. National scale, though, I did not do as good as I hoped.
And you went and played in actual tournaments like weekly, didn't you?
Yeah, I went to nationals and monthly tournaments, and usually I went weekly to stuff around us.
And is there some way? Obviously, there's somewhere way to judge on like where your ranking is in like the state versus nationally. What is? Can you explain that system?
There's like tier list basically of players. There's like PR, like player rankings, and basically they just track all your tournament wins and like your set counts against like good players. That's
Okay.
really it.
And they track it at every tournament that's like local as well as national, or
It depends on like a local PR would only track like weekly tournaments. Then like if it was a big tournament, then they would probably track it monthly. Say like a monthly tournament has like a big turnout, like 300, 400 people. They would count that.
So they wouldn't count something like a tournament that's like 5 or 10 people?
I mean, locally they probably would, but depending on who the 5 or 10 people are, they probably wouldn't.
Okay. And how good your player ranking is in the community will allow you to get sponsorships and be noticed more, or?
Basically, if you're like brandable, then you can get a sponsor. That's why I'm doing like YouTube and all that stuff.
Okay. So the YouTube is more of a branding as well as just like a for fun thing,
Yeah.
as opposed to something that you would want to make income on for like
Yeah.
a job.
Yeah.
And with that, your channel has been growing pretty consistently since you started. You're up to what, 170
Yeah, something
subscribers? And what has the feedback been throughout that community, the Smash community, as well as the YouTube community?
like that. Just upload more. I have a tendency of saying my upload schedule, and then I don't follow it.
Well-
So it's a giant joke in my like little community that I don't follow my upload schedule.
Well, neither do I, so obviously we're brothers.
Yeah. So, other than that, everyone seems to have a nice, like, positive feedback. Since this new game came out, I've been booty cheeks, so people have been slapping me around. It's been a good time on stream, so everyone seems pretty positive. Everyone has a good time when they come through, so.
So, since it's the new year and you're trying to be consistent with your
Yes.
uploading schedule, what are some other things that you're trying to do to improve your YouTube game as well as your Smash game?
YouTube game, more importantly, for me at least, I have set in stone that I'm at least releasing one video and having one stream, like every week. Other than that, I've just trying to stay consistent and edit videos as much as I can, and just like document everything I can on social medias, and just really keeping up to date with all that stuff. This is the most difficult thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. And what about your Super Smash?
Smash for me right now is second because I know I'm not going to be the best in the world at that game. There's way too much competition. Granted, there's a lot of competition on YouTube as well. It's more of a fact of I don't necessarily have the drive I did with Smash 4.
As well as the time, honestly.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of shit you're doing now as opposed to when you were playing Smash 4.
Yeah, I didn't have a job or any of that stuff. And I work on most of the days that tournaments are now. So really, my goal with Smash 4 or Smash Ultimate, I think it'd be really cool to like be able to commentate. I think that would be sweet, and I think by me streaming and consistently talking is going to be able to help me maybe like commentate some events.
So, like some of the more national events or just the local?
I mean, you got to start local, and then hopefully, if I get big enough, I can somehow rise to that. So I'm just working small right now.
Okay. And have you talked to some of these event holders to see if you can do that, or are you just planning it out?
Yeah, no, the tournament I set up at Gaming Adventure allows, like, they have a stream set up and people commentate there, and if I can get Friday off and like just go to that, I can commentate. And there's also a tournament on Tuesdays that has a stream set up as well. So as long as I just go and like have the time to do it, I should be able to get the practice in and just like be good at it.
So what are you gonna do to achieve that? What are you going to do to make that time? I know work is kind of hard to get around because you're working with little kids, but...
So, see, like, here's the thing. Even if I don't go and do that, by streaming at home and, like, making videos...
You're building that rapport.
I feel like I'm, like, practicing that skill no matter what. Because, like, that's the whole thing with streaming. You have to consistently talk and, like, entertain the chat and just do all that stuff. So, no matter what, I'm building my game knowledge by playing the game. And I'm just building my social skills and, like... Public speaking, all that stuff through streaming. So,
yeah, I like to think that my podcast has helped me with my social speaking and public speaking, even though that was just a terrible sentence there. And it's helped me learn a lot of things. Like, you helped me learn the editing side and how to upload it. I had to go through the whole process of figuring out how to get my podcast on multiple platforms. So I think it's a really good learning situation for everything really speaking related. Now, you want to commentate these events. You're doing YouTube. How has YouTube helped you grow in the YouTube setting, of course?
It really hasn't.
Really?
To be honest with you, like, sure, I have like 200 followers on my Instagram or something like that, and like 170 or so on my actual YouTube. But, like, I don't know, my personal accounts have like 500 and all that stuff. But it really hasn't helped me grow. And YouTube's algorithm's whack, and if anyone on YouTube complains about the algorithm, I really just need like one big video, and all the big videos I've been on haven't been on my channel. So that's what's unfortunate. But if I can get one video to like pop off, then the ball will start rolling more. But for now, I'm just kind of chilling. YouTube is very oversaturated with creators right now,
and I think the same goes with podcasting. I mean, everybody in our generation on down is like, oh shit, you can actually make a lot of money off of this. So everybody is like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, I want to be a podcaster.
See, but that's what pisses me off, right? Because, like,
they're doing it for the money.
Yeah, that's the wrong reason to do it. I'm just doing it for fun. Like, streaming is a good time. There's just, like, no reason to do it for money.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I mean,
if you're good, the money will come. Just do it because you're passionate about it. And that's very cliche, but it's true.
But it's the truth. Yeah, I mean, I do not plan on making any money off of ad revenue on this, just because I don't want to annoy the listeners with all that bullshit. I mean, I'm just gonna talk, and if shit pops off for me, then shit pops off. I mean,
yeah,
it's just, if people like the content, they like the content, and they would like to help out and contribute to the content. Like my boy Scott, he made my new cover art for my podcast, and then my buddy Michael Wright, he is working on some intro and outro music. I have some in place right now, just as placeholders, but look for those coming soon. So
that is exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome what the community will help you do once you start building that community, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a simple thing as asking. I mean, if you have to pay for it, you have to pay for it. But
yeah.
I mean, like, again, my friend Scott and my friend Michael, they're like, no, I really like what you're doing, and I'm glad you want to help promote my stuff in your podcast. So
yeah,
it's on the house, you know, that type of stuff.
It's just like the process of staying consistent. Like, if you really want to grow, consistency is the key. It's nothing about, like, you can have amazing content, have one like big video, and then if the rest of your content's shit, no one's going to care about you anymore. You're going to be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, it's just like a flash in the pan.
Yeah, it's just, you got to keep doing it. You got to be good. You just got to work hard, and that's really the moral of it.
And it's the same with Instagram, social media, all that stuff. I mean, you can blow up in a second, but if you don't know how to handle it, you're just going to be a flash in the pan, and you're not going to capitalize on what you could do with that following, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, YouTube's not helping you out. Smash isn't the main priority. what are you gonna do content-wise? Are you still just what are your videos gonna look like? Are they gonna be just Smash videos? Are they gonna be like little skits?
I'm gonna be
what's the
whatever
whole
I feel like, to be honest with you. It's like I said, I'm doing it to have fun. I'm not too serious about it. Like, I'm serious enough to be consistent and like have that discipline. But other than that, I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want. Like, that's the moral of the story. It's just like kids out there. Granted, some of them know how to cheat the system and really know the algorithms, like patterns. And like, if I wanted to like really analyze that shit, I probably could figure it out. But that's the wrong reason to do it. It's just, if I like usually stream Smash. That's my main game. It's my favorite game, so I'm never not gonna play it. I do a lot of like real life stuff. I've vlogged like twice now, and a lot of people seem to like that, and that's like a good time. It's not my favorite.
I was about to say, what is your take on the vlogs?
It's a time. It's like, I don't have one of those bougie gorilla pod things that most of the vlogging YouTubers have. It's the malleable
the
tripod.
auto stabilizer.
Yeah, not that's a fucking, not a tripod. That's what I'm talking about. It's whatever. I can't remember what it's called right now, but no, that's not what it is. It's basically like a tripod that you can bend one of the three things,
okay.
And it like sticks there because each little circle has a shit ton of rubber on it.
Okay.
So basically, they just bend it to make it look like it's not directly on their forehead.
Okay.
And it gives it distance, and it's a wide lens view, and it makes the video just look good.
All right. So if you were to get that GorillaPod and maybe some better editing software, would you be opposed to it, or is that one of your least favorite things to do?
I'm not like opposed to it. It's just odd, you know. Like, I understand, like, I'm doing me, and it's fun to do. It's like a good time. But when it comes to doing that in public, people definitely think you're stalking them.
Really?
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of weird looks the 2 times I did it. So it's just, not many people are expecting you to walk around with a camera pointed at yourself for like 2 hours.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that. And both of your vlogs, you had a couple people along with you, right?
Yeah, it's my same group of friends usually.
Mm-hmm.
My first one was with just my one though, Derek. Shout out to Derek.
Do you find that it's easier to vlog with more than one person as opposed to just by yourself?
Sometimes you can get some pretty cool shots if it's not just you. And again, having a nice tripod would help that, and it would make it easier with one person. But having conversation with another person in general is typically easier than carrying it by yourself. It's kind of hard to make something out of nothing when you're by yourself, when it comes to like not having someone there.
Yeah,
because I can play off you and you can play off me.
Mm-hmm. Plus, I feel like the cameraman role, because shout out to Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler did that.
He did a really good job on your second vlog where you dyed your hair.
Mm-hmm.
What made you dye your hair?
I've always wanted to do it. I just never fucking did it.
Really? I've never heard you talk about dyeing your hair.
Yeah, no, because I knew it'd be weird, and I was just like, fuck it.
I mean, it's at this day and age, like, nothing's really weird, you know?
Yeah, but our parent or our dad can be a little baby boomer type Republican shit.
That's true.
Which is cool and all if you're that, but like, that ain't me.
But that's funny though, because you dyeing your hair started a trend not only with some of your friends, but some of mine as well.
Oh yeah, a lot of people started dyeing their hair after I did it, which was cool.
So, I mean, hey, you're starting to gain that good influence in,
I guess,
the people around you.
I mean, that is a perk. But, nah, I just wanted to change, man. Life's been boring.
Well, I mean, you're still in high school.
Yeah, fuck high school. School's the most overrated thing.
Yeah, but school's overrated. Learning isn't.
Well, yeah, no, the only important thing school's ever taught me is how to read.
Yeah, no, school didn't even teach me how to do that.
Yeah.
It was only till after school is when I started reading. It was kind of sad, but definitely learning is one of the greatest things you can do. School, you don't
really need it.
Unless you're going to become a doctor.
Yep.
A
Anything.
lawyer, or like a mechanic. Not a mechanic.
Not a mechanic.
I meant an
Surgeon,
engineer.
Veterinarian.
Yeah, that
just
shit.
Some of
then
the
you
big
need
stuff.
to. But other than that, it's not that great.
So, dyeing your hair, having all this clout, who are your big inspirations in the YouTube realm? As well
YouTube?
as everything else, honestly. Who are your big inspirations?
I just like people that don't give a fuck, to be honest with you. That's like what I enjoy. Because
Filthy Frank, iDubbbz.
well, they're cool and all, but they're like super like edgy content. And like that's cool to an extent, but they I feel like they can go really far sometimes.
Oh no, 100%.
Like I respect that they have the balls to do that in like public, but that ain't me. But in a sense, they can be what I aspire to be, because what's weird about like Filthy Frank and iDubbbz is that they were able to succeed even when YouTube was trying to make them not succeed.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most badass thing.
No, that's
so
super
awesome.
crazy that they could do that, because they are literally the deepest, darkest side of memes and YouTube in general.
Yeah, no, it's insane. But I would probably say my biggest influence is Etika. Etika World Network. Etika World Network. Fuck, I don't know why I stuttered on that.
He's kind of edgy too, though.
Yeah, he got super edgy.
Didn't he get banned?
Yeah, recently he uploaded a ton of porn and just questionable shit to his YouTube channel that had almost 1 million subscribers in protest of the censorship on YouTube.
Oh, that was the reason?
Yeah.
So, wait a sec. Back up. I thought it was all about him being, like, depressed.
I mean, that was part of it, but it was also mainly because just YouTube, and with ad apocalypse shit happening, he wasn't making as much money, and that has, like, brought him hardship.
That makes sense.
So,
can you describe the adpocalypse for the people listening?
basically, when PewDiePie was being called an anti-Semitic bitch, that caused a lot of people that ran companies to pull ads off YouTube because they were afraid of what their ad was being put on what content. And that this also occurs when Logan Paul filmed the dead body, and now when PewDiePie is anti-Semitic again because he shouted out someone that made some effed up stuff. But essentially it was just when a ton of companies pulled ads because they weren't sure what their ad was being showed on, and then this caused YouTube to crack down on more edgy content, and ever since then the revenue from ads,
ad space and
my brain
advertisements in general.
Yeah, it was retracted and lowered a little bit.
So, with YouTube, do you have to have a certain number of subscribers, likes, watch time to actually be able to monetize from your channel?
Yeah, ever since Logan Paul was a fuckhead,
that's gonna heat some people up. You know that.
If you're a maverick, you need to reevaluate yourself. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey,
But
shout out to Andrew on that one.
Andrew's a maverick?
Yes.
You're joking.
No, not joking at all.
All right, Andrew, I love you, but that needs to not be a thing. Yeah, when Logan Paul filmed the dead body, like I was talking about before, YouTube made it 10 times harder to become a creator. And for a while, everyone was saying YouTube's dead, YouTube's worthless unless you're a top creator. And granted, YouTube does shaft smaller creators. That's why I said it hasn't really helped me. I haven't been growing that much. But their new status to become registered for ad revenue is 1,000 subscribers and then 10,000 watch
hours?
No,
or minutes?
It's 10,000 hours. Yeah, sorry, I had to remember
of watch
that.
time.
Yeah, 10,000 hours of watch time.
So what was that in relation to before all that dilemma happened?
You had to get 10,000 views.
Wait, that was it?
Yeah.
Total throughout
Yeah.
your whole channel?
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
And
That's
I'm almost there. Like, that's easy. And one of the videos that I was in, it was my Smash E3 reaction on Potsy's channel. If you guys want to go look that up.
yeah. Shout out to Potsy.
Yeah,
on him.
Potsy's my homie. That had like, I think it's at 36K right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that did really good.
So how has that affected his channel? Saying that if you had that big blow up, it would help you grow pretty stably.
It didn't help him.
Really?
Yeah, well, because he doesn't upload.
Oh.
That's his thing. That's what I was talking about earlier. He's not consistent. He's not already on the game. He just had one blow up video, didn't know how to handle it, and then it fell off.
Okay.
So, yeah, that was unfortunate on his part.
So if YouTube is shafting you and making it harder for you to monetize your channel, why not go to something for your live streams like Twitch?
I don't like Twitch.
Why? What's
really
the reasoning behind it?
I
I mean, are they any better?
I mean, for streaming, yeah, they're better. It's more centered around games and all that stuff. But I'm not just a gaming channel. I do whatever I want.
Yeah, but as to help grow revenue, monetize, won't they help you out more than YouTube has when it comes to the streaming side?
The streaming side, definitely.
And couldn't you just re-upload your streams to YouTube?
Yeah, but who wants to watch a 5-8 hour stream?
That's true.
And going back to make stream like highlights and stuff, that's on my list of ideas that I want to do, but that's very editing extensive.
Yes. And just time consuming in general, having to sift through hours and hours of live stream content.
That's why I don't like vlogging that much.
Because of the editing?
Yeah.
Well, that's probably should be one of your goals, is to learn how to edit better and
Yeah, just
get
make
better,
it streamlined.
get better software.
Yeah, I just need to actually invest more in myself. I already bought so much stuff. So, we'll get there though.
You said you purchased a bunch of stuff. Like how much total was it to start off your YouTube, as opposed to where you're at now budget wise?
Well, I was using your computer, so I didn't have to have
Yeah.
a computer, which was
Yeah.
nice. And the original mic setup that I had, which is what you're using now,
Yep.
besides this one, was, I think, $26 for one mic. So I probably spent like 60.
32. You said $26 for one mic, so two mics, $36, plus stands, plus the converter, plus headphones, plus.
Well, like, no, it was a mic kit, so like,
Oh, okay.
it was $26. You got the mic, the boom arm, and a shitty XLR cable to aux thing.
Auxiliary port.
Yeah, which is, don't ever use that. So one of those was probably 26, so it was like $52 for two mics, and then I had to buy an audio interface, which I believe was $60, and then from that I had to buy XLR cables, which were probably like $5 each off Amazon Basic.
And in comparison to what you would probably normally spend on those types of mics and your setup, wouldn't it be more? Because I know you were trying to cut yourself a deal with most of that stuff at the beginning, right?
Oh yeah, no, the mics I have now, the Audio-Technica 2020s, they are typically like 100. I've seen them at like 150 sometimes if people are like really stingy, but they're typically around $100 mics, and I got them for cheaper than when I bought my first mics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! And where'd you get them from?
Like OfferUp and Let Go and eBay.
Oh, just some of the self
selling apps.
selling apps. Yeah.
Yeah, I lowballed a ton of people, and some of them bit. I messaged in school. That's all I did for like a week straight. I didn't pay attention in class. I would scavenge all three of those apps at the same time and message. I probably messaged at least 300 people a day.
Oh my god.
I messaged so many people. Yeah, that's how I got my better capture card too. The capture card I have now, it's an Elgato HD 60 It might be a 60S. I haven't looked at it in a while, but I got it for $30, and those capture cards are typically like 150, 160, something like that.
Oh wow! So you got the mics for cheaper, but you had gotten your own computer.
Yes, that was the big deal.
So what's going on with this computer? Did you just buy it? Did you build it?
I did build it, but it was my 16th birthday present, but I'm 17, so I got it like a year late. So that was cool.
So what was the process of building that computer? Because I bought mine pre-made and didn't get to have that kind of fun with it. So how long was the process? What'd you have to do?
It was stressful. I waited till Black Friday and around Christmas time to buy all the parts because that's when they were cheapest. To be honest with you, 2018 kind of sucked for building your own computer. The RAM prices, the memory prices are still really high from Trump doing the tariff shit.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, the process was a lot of fun. I had my buddy Drew help me out and build the computer, and some of my other friends are techies and go to career technology centers for program repair and all that stuff. So it was relatively smooth. It went well. It only crashed one time. It's because I didn't update my drivers. So, yeah, it was a good time.
So can you tell me some of the big specs that are in it for all the computer nerds out there?
I went Ryzen instead of Intel, mainly because the multi-threading in Ryzen's lineup of the 2700X. They have way better multitasking than Intel. Intel is more of a gaming focused. So yeah, I have the 2700X Ryzen, and then I have a Vega 64 graphics card, which is AMD again. I have 16 gigs of RAM, Corsair, Vengeance, RGB. Yeah, I'm a whore for RGB, dog. I have RGB everything. It's really sweet.
Yeah, no, your computer looks really nice.
Yeah, I went with a red and black theme because
my two favorite colors. And a transitioning fan light.
Yeah. See, there was a cord to hook that up, but we didn't know where to put it. So it just auto cycles. So that's the one thing that changes every time. And my RAM's kind of being smacked right now, but it's fine.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah. But, yeah, and I have a Corsair K95 Platinum brown switch mechanical keyboard, which is really probably my favorite thing because I get to touch it most.
Yeah, no, I really do like your keyboard. What kind of mouse pads are you running? I see you still have mine.
Yeah, I have the Borderlands 2 Loot Crate mouse pad, and then a play mat when I played Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's Pokemon versus all the Yu-Gi-Oh dragons, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it really is cool. But to end my podcast, I like to add a couple questions at the end. The first one, what are some of the biggest trials and tribulations you have had throughout your life so far? I know you're only 18 or 17. Fuck.
17.
God damn, you're not an adult yet.
Yeah, no, it sucks.
And looking back on those, how have they helped you grown as a person?
Some of my biggest trials?
Yeah, or
shit.
tribulations. Yeah.
Probably when both you guys fucked up. You and Enzo. That shit, because it didn't directly affect me. Because, you're the ones that fucked up. And I was like, aha, I'm number one.
Yeah.
But, I don't know the back end of that. Because Enzo went to college when you got your girl pregnant. And then when all that shit went down and, our parents were having a rough patch, you moved out. So I kind of feel like I've just been here, which is unfortunate.
So to give a little backstory, of course, I'm a father. That was my mess up. I had gotten my son's mom pregnant. My older brother, he did drop out of school, but is not dropping out of school anymore, which is nice. Well, he shouldn't be dropping out of school anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
And I think he got caught for pot, so that wasn't a big one.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you have just been here. What does that mean? You were just here through it all, and you had to go through that alone with mom and dad, as opposed to when all three of us were together when they were having hardships, or?
It was just more of when all that shit happened. I was closest with Enzo at the time, and when Enzo went to college, me and you always butt heads when we were little. So I was like, man, Enzo is the one where I got most of my creative side from, because Enzo is the artistic bitch in our trio.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I was like, Nico's lame, so I don't want to like hang out with him. And then yeah, when all that shit happened with you, and like we grew close, it was just more of, I don't know. It's essentially what I said in the beginning was I was just here, and like that doesn't really mean much. It was more of I kind of felt like I was just going through the motions.
Yeah, no, 100%. There wasn't as many random acts throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like when Enzo wouldn't pick up his trash in the basement and Mom would get on him and everybody would make fun of him for it, or when I would say something stupid and everybody would make fun of me for it, you know?
Which, alright, so I'm going to be honest with you. With me saying that, now that I think about more of what I said, it sounds really privileged white boy of me to say, like, damn, the worst thing that happened to me was I lived in a nice household where every family has their shit, and that's just how it happens. But, I don't know, it was more, I felt more trapped when I say I'm just here. Because I hate school. I've never liked school. Like, I tried hard in elementary school
and middle school. Yeah.
Like, I won an award for being one of the best students in middle school and all that shit because I thought it mattered. And I thought if I, like, try harder, people will like me. And I figured out that's not at all what, like, is important to many people.
Yeah, that doesn't define you as a person. It's what good of grades you have. It's if you're an asshole, people aren't gonna like you. If you're a nice guy that can get along well with as many people as possible, then everybody's gonna like you. I mean, it goes back to when I was in high school. Junior year, I went to CTC. Well, the first month and a half, everybody thought I was gay. I was in the veterinary science program. Word got around that I was the only guy other than my boy Alex. Shout out to Alex. And they were like, oh, this guy's gay. And word got around, everybody knew of me. And after that, I was talking to people throughout my school. Everybody started to get a grasp of who I was. And all of a sudden, I had people coming up saying, hey, what's up, Nico? How you doing? And they were just like my friends. And there was a time where I had gotten into this scuffle with a person because they were picking on one of my friends from my vet science class. And actually, two people that I didn't even know their names of, they were like, yo, what's going on? You messing with Nico? I'm like, who are you? And, I mean, you being a nice guy shows, and it'll spread. Yeah. I mean, and same goes if you're a dickhead. I mean, it'll spread, and just your base knowledge of English, math, it doesn't fucking matter.
It's not gonna help you at all in life. Like,
no. Like, you think, what math helped you with building this YouTube channel?
Nothing.
What social studies helps you with this?
Nothing.
Maybe some computer classes, that would help.
Yeah, I'm taking graphic design, which is cool.
I mean, you just gotta find what you're passionate at, learn about it, and keep learning about it. I think that's the only thing that really matters for your real life situations.
I really think school's only in place nowadays to teach you how to read and just the basics.
How to learn. Just how to learn in general.
How to learn and social skills.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you don't really need it, in my opinion. But anyway, back
to the topic. What did you learn from being trapped, and how did you grow from it? Thinking back.
To be honest, I still think I'm there, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think I've gotten out of it. I think I've found holes to go through it and just certain escapes for me to try and get out of it.
All right, and you're using those holes and you're peering out and seeing the light of day on the other side, and you're like, how do I get through, right?
Yeah, I feel like once high school is over, it'll be a lot easier for me. But as of now, it's just doing stuff that is important to me while building myself up enough income and time to do what I truly care about.
Okay. And actually, now that you talk about leaving high school, one final question. What are your plans?
Fuck. See, that's, I don't think any true, person knows their plans. That's
Oh, no.
no one.
Episode 17, Chad said it best. Like, how are you going to pick what you want to do for the rest of your life at 16?
Yeah, there's no fucking way.
No, there's not.
So, to be honest with you, I'm just going to roll with it. I know I want to move out as soon as I can.
Well, that's the goal for everybody.
Yeah, that's a lot of teenagers.
Yeah.
But I want to be smart about it. I want to be like a fuckhead and just move out immediately, have no money, and then end up selling drugs like a lot of people I know do.
Yeah.
But I am probably going to become a welder in the short term, but practice it long term because that's a very important trade. But if I can, I want to continue making videos and just doing content and just being myself, like just doing that. And hopefully it works. If not, I'll figure it out. I'm not too worried about it, to be honest with you.
I mean, we're Libertinis, man. We always figure it out.
I'm 17. At best, I'll have like another 33 years. Oh, put me at 50, right? I'm bad at math.
You're 17,
17,
33
33,
years.
40.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, 50. Yeah, that's 50.
No, shut up, bro. Yeah, no, at like least, I'll give myself till 50. At most, probably like 80. But yeah, I have plenty of time. It's all about learning. I've learned a lot from you and Enzo fucking up.
Yeah, no, that's
So,
true. That's true.
Yeah, I'm more of a watcher than anything. I just kind of assess my situation and then go for it. It's just kind of how it goes.
All right, man. Well, go ahead, plug what you want. I'm glad you wanted to be on this podcast. I mean, you're going to be on it either way. You're going to get forced into it.
Yeah, I feel like if you have me on again, I'll be better. But this is good enough.
This is a different feel, isn't it, than YouTube?
Yeah, it's way different because I usually don't think about what I say. I just kind of say it.
Mm-hmm.
I typically don't have a filter, but with
I mean, you don't really need a huge filter. You just can't be
an idiot.
an idiot.
I know that, but when it comes to just speaking, it's harder to express yourself.
Yeah, as opposed to with video format.
Yeah, and I feel like I'm having a hard time doing that, and it doesn't help that my throat's sore as hell. And I sound really different. But anyway, my plug. You can find me on basically anything. YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, ribs_YT. If you type that in the YouTube search bar, you might have to scroll down a little bit past the BuzzFeed videos of cooking actual ribs, but then you should find my channel. Yeah, just ribs_YT. That's my ad on Twitter and on Instagram. But yeah.
And this is all going to be posted in the show notes. It's going to be posted out on social media. So just give it a look. Watch his content. His content is fucking hilarious. The one about where you were sitting in the chair with the clout goggles and the Smash video.
Yeah, that's when I discussed the stage list before the game came out.
Fucking hilarious.
That video is so wrong.
It is so funny though.
It's funny, but now that the game's actually out, I didn't know half the shit that I talked about in the video because the game wasn't out. So view with discretion on that aspect.
So give him a follow, give him a subscribe, and yeah, dude, thanks for coming on, brother. I love you.
Love you too, man. Thanks for having me.